tanto jugando suelto como en competición. Tanto si se trata de un rápido 9 hoyos o de un gran 36. Tanto si juegas bajo presión o arrasando, siempre das lo mejor de ti. Nuevo Fuel de FootJoy.
Afternoon, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get things started. We would like to welcome the duo of Billy Horschel and Sam Burns to the Media Center here at the Zurich Classic of New Orleans. Gentlemen, welcome back. Just want to start off and get some opening comments about this is obviously a special tournament to both of you. Billy, two-time champion, and Sam, a Louisiana native. So we'll start off with Billy.
I think I've said this every year for I don't know how many years, and it sounds like a broken record again, but this feels like a second home to me. It's felt like that for quite a while now. Have a lot of really close friends I met in my early years here, so to be able to see them, be able to reconnect with them, see the same faces and the volunteers of this event, they really truly support this event tremendously. So, I mean, it's a second home that I truly love to come back to every year. It's an event obviously I've had success with. I love that the Zurich Classic, Zurich and the 4Kids Foundation had the idea to make this a team event. I thought it would be a home run, and it's obviously, everyone has seen the last few years how great this event has been, how many guys on the tour love coming here and playing with partners. And I'm fortunate enough that I've got a really good partner again this year in Sam Burns. And hopefully I don't hold him back like I did last year. I felt bad last year because he played so good, and if this was an individual event, he would have won. I mean, I have no doubt about it. I just had, I delayed his first victory by a week, and hopefully I can do a better job of not being, an 800-pound gorilla on his back, weighing him down.
So full of it. Yeah, I mean, it's the only event in Louisiana that I get to play every year, and so to be able to come back to my home state is always really fun for me. I look forward to coming here every year. Like Billy said, it's a second home for him. It's a first home for me. So it's I love coming here. I love being able to play with Billy. We have a great time out there, and really looking forward to this week.
D4 finished last year. Just wanted to, how did this pairing first come about last year? And then if one of you want to comment about how your games complement each other. Start off with Sam this time.
Yeah, I think we had a couple different guys that we both work with. And I wasn't there whenever they kind of thought about it, but you can.
He was on the outs on it. His caddy, Travis Perkins, was filling in for, was on my bag for their Masters in 2020, the November Masters. I didn't have a caddy at that point, so he was filling in for me. And he was staying with me, and we were talking about Zurich Classic, and I asked who Sam was playing with, and he said he doesn't have a partner. He's actually trying to find one, and I was actually thinking about making a change. I wanted, I like keeping things somewhat fresh sometimes, and I actually called our stats guy we work with, Horschel. I said, hey, do you think Sam would be a really good partner? And he said that would be a home run partner, another great partner for you. You guys would both be a really strong pairing. And then our sports psychologist that we work with, Brett McCabe, he loved the pairing, and so. It was as simple as that. It happened within a 2-day period at the Masters in 2020, the November Masters. So I'm just thankful that, he's a higher ranked player than me now. So, he didn't kick me to the curve, looking for a better player. So I'm just thankful for that. Like his other good friend, Scotty Scheffler, he could have easily gone with.
And how would you guys say your game complements each other?
Well, I think, for Billy, I mean, he's such a consistent player. He's somebody that's great to play with because he's always in the hole. He hits the ball really well. He's a great putter. So it's nice knowing that, if I'm hacking around in the trees, that Billy's going to be able to take care of that hole. And I think it's, it's a great strategy because, a lot of times I can play really aggressive because Billy's on the green and has, 20 feet a lot of the time. And so that definitely frees me up to try to make a bunch of birdies, and we'll try to do that the best we can.
We'll do a good job of that this week, I promise you.
All right, we'll open up to media. For those who have a question, go and raise your hand and we'll get a microphone over to you, but we'll open up with Scott.
Was there much talk about with your pairing this year, or was it last year? I'll see you next year for this again. How long did it take you to decide to do it all?
No, I think last year was kind of like, all right, well, I feel like we were really close last year. It may have been something different if we played poorly or something else, but we kind of both felt like we wanted redemption because we were really close last year, and I hit a T-ball in the water on 18 that cost us big on Friday, and so I think I love this pairing. I think we complement each other well, and hopefully this week we'll be able to go out there and have a good chance.
And we'll go Sheldon right behind him.
Billy, talk about being home, being like home.
Sorry, there's a
Yeah, I mean, it's everything. To me, if I feel comfortable in a spot, in a place that I enjoy, or being around people, I tend to perform better. It's no different than when I'm on the golf course. If my setup doesn't feel good, and my swing doesn't matter how good the swing is. If I don't feel comfortable with a golf ball, I'm more likely not always going to make a great golf swing, or I'm not comfortable with my putting setup. I'm sort of going to have a little doubt, in that. So, it's everything. I mean, the people here are so welcoming. They open you with open arms. They want you to enjoy their city. They want you to enjoy their town. I mean, the food's unbelievable. I've talked about it for many years now. I love coming here. I mean, I eat all kinds of food, and I probably leave here weighing 5 to 7 more pounds than I did when I arrived here. But it's everything about this place that I just feel very comfortable with, and I think that's what's led to the success that I've had here.
We'll go over to Fletcher.
I do, yeah. I think it's, first off, it's Bermuda grass. It's what I grew up on, and right off the bat, that makes me more comfortable than another type of grass. And so, I think another spider. I think just being in my home state and having the support of the fans, and getting to see friends that I don't get to see often, and going out to dinner with them. It's just it's a relaxing week for me. It's it's fun to get to go out there and hang out with Billy. We play together a lot, away from this event. So it's fun for us just to go out there and compete and just enjoy the week.
And we'll go up here in the front.
You all talked about your games, how you all complement each other as a team. I'm kind of curious, you mentioned the sports psychologist. How important is the mental part of playing with a partner in your pairing?
Yeah, I mean, I think, some guys are more natural at it, and some guys have to learn how to, be paired with a partner. I mean, yeah, it's one thing to play with a partner in a practice round in a money game against another, partner, a pair of guys, but it's different when it means a little bit more, when it's you're adding those strokes up, and you're deciding whether you're going to make a cut or miss a cut, or you got a chance to win. So, I think Sam and I are both real naturals at it. I think it's not something that we have to work at. I think we get along very well, which is, I think, the one of the big keys out on the golf course. And, he knows that if I mess up, he's got my back, and if he messes up, I got his back. And, neither of us get really down. We're always, hey, we're going to get this back. Let's not worry about it. Like when he hit his drive in the water on 18, last year in the second round, I know he felt bad, and I know that's not what he wanted to do, and so we just tried to, move on from it. And I missed a 3-foot putt at number 12 last year when we were sort of making a little bit of charge, trying to, chase down the leaders, and that sort of derailed our momentum a little bit because, we had to obviously make up that shot. So, like I said, I mean, it's one of those things where some guys have to learn, and that partnership has to sort of grow together. And I think us, it's a little more natural. Obviously, we played some practice rounds before we came here, but we sort of had the same competitive fire within us that we both want to do. We both want to win, and we're willing to do whatever it takes to win. And so it makes it a lot easier when you have a partner that's very similar to you, and in the way they think and the way they go about, the mentality of the game of golf.
Well, I mean, I think, at the end of the day, like Billy was saying, like we both want the same thing. And so it's not a, like, hey, Billy, I'm sorry. Like, it's none of that. It's like, we both want to play well. We both want to win. And so it's understood between the two of us. It's not like a, man, I'm sorry I missed the putt. Like, don't worry about it. Like, we'll get it back. We'll focus on the next one. And so I think, both of us having that mentality, it makes it a lot easier for us to kind of move past mistakes or, because alternate shots, it's a tough format, and it's very challenging. And so, just knowing that going into it definitely helps us.
Billy, I'm curious, watching Sam rise up these last 12 months. What has that been like for you as a teammate? You find yourself almost kind of rooting for him?
Yeah, I think I've said this for the last 18 months now. He's so good, and he's going to do some unbelievable things in this game of golf. And obviously, I've been a cheerleader on the side with my pom-poms, trying to tell everyone how great he is and watch out for this guy. I knew, I talked to him Sunday. Well, I sent a video of this on Sunday after we won in Tampa the following week here. I wanted to tell him after the final round, I'm like, I think I said to him, hey, you just go play the way you did this week. You're going to have a chance to win. I didn't want to put the extra pressure on, hey, you do exactly what you did this week. You're going to win. I know you're going to win next week. Like, I had this feeling within me that I knew he was going to win the following week when he left it, because he was playing so well. He's been close for so many tournaments now, and it was finally nice to see him, get over that hump that we all have to get that first victory, and to add on 2 other victories this year. He's been close to some other big victories, and it's obviously we know that Justin Thomas is a Jordan Spieth, that little generation, but I honestly believe that Scotty and Sam are these next 2 guys coming up, and what Scotty has done over the last few months has been unbelievable, and Sam has been right there. It could have easily been Sam than Scotty. Couple things go, couple putts go in, couple things go his way, get a couple bounces, whatever it may be. Sam could be up here with 4 wins in the last 7 or 6 events and holding a green jacket. So listen, I think the world of him. I'm going to be singing his praises, talking about for years and years to come, because I honestly believe he's going to win more games out here. He's got the game, he's got the determination, he's got the mentality. For us sometimes, and it will happen for them.
You all were just that's loud. You all were just talking about like how the level and the stakes are raised in this team format. I'm curious, does that kind of raise the competition level, knowing that you're in a team format and you're not just you against the field? Do you guys kind of feel that competition raise?
Yeah, I think for sure. We're both very competitive guys, and week in and week out, we practice hard, we prepare hard because we want a chance on Sunday. And so coming into this week, with a partner and a teammate, it kind of makes it that much sweeter when you can. I got bugs all around me. That much sweeter to play well, with a partner, with a teammate, and so. Definitely, it's an event we look forward to every year.
Yeah, for me, it's in this event, any team event, it's just more relaxing for me, more freedom for me. Knowing I have a partner is more enjoyable. I don't know what it is. I wish I could put my finger on the secret why I seem to have a little bit more laid back mentality this week, relax a little bit more, enjoy it a little bit more. I wish I could bring this demeanor and the way I am here into some majors, because I feel like I put a little too much pressure on myself in other events. But this one, it's not that way, and I think that's why I've been able to play better here than other places. I'm more free and more relaxed, and obviously that allows me to have more success and play better golf.
Billy, no way.
I don't know what everyone see. I don't see that.
No, I don't either.
We've kind of noticed, but that's okay. We're all type A's. But when you have a teammate, do you feel like you have an obligation to tone it down?
No, I mean, no.
I hope he doesn't.
No, I mean, my competitive fire burns the way it burns. I mean, I'm not going to say I wish, because I don't think if I was this way, it would make me a better player. But I envy Scotty Scheffler and some of these guys that, you know, they hit bad shots, they're not playing well. You can't tell. You know, they're just enjoying the game of golf, and they're having fun and laughing. And I can be that way for a little bit, but I mean, it just runs way too hot inside me, and I can't stand not being able to play to the level that I expect of myself on a day-to-day basis, and there's times that it boils over, and you know what, it happens, and you know, I've apologized many times for it, and I'll apologize in the future for it too, but that's me, and I just try to I just hope people understand that not everyone is cut from the same cloth, and this is my work, and this is what I do for a living. I'm curious, if I went to someone else's job and if they were having a bad day and things weren't going that way, you know, how do they act? Now, they may not be able to throw a club and they may not be able to slam something, but, you know, their reactions are a little bit different because they may be in a confined space or an office or a building, so they react differently. But, you know, my fire is going to be that way the rest of my life. I think I've done a better job of handling it and trying to do it in a proper way, especially in a way that doesn't affect anyone I'm playing with. So, like I said, that's me, and that's the way it's always going to be. And you know, this is going to sound blunt, it's going to sound bad, but if you don't like it, I honestly don't care anymore. I've cared enough over the last 13 years of my career to try and please everyone that watches me. And you know what? I can't do anything more. I've done everything I can, and if you don't like me for some reason, I don't care anymore.
If he gets running too hot this week, I'll just go give him a hug and calm him down a little bit.
Exactly.
My co-workers will tell you I'm pretty calm.
Sam, we know you're an LSU guy, so I'm curious your thoughts on the hire of Brian Kelly and the future of the program.
Yeah, I think
Should have hired Billy Napier.
I think I think he'll do a really good job. I mean, if you look at his track record, he's won everywhere he's been. I think it's kind of a different style than what we've had in the previous years. But I'm excited. I think it's going to be a kind of a fresh start for the program, and it's going to be. I know a lot of people around the program are really excited. I think he's going to do a really good job these next few years.
And we're going to finish up with one last question.
Okay, we're going to stick in that vein a little bit. Sam, I was just wondering if you made your partner aware, if he wasn't, that LSU beat Florida in the women's match play final on Sunday.
It's Team SEC. There's no.
I saw it, trust me, I'm very aware. I keep up to date with all Gator sports, and just like he does, he probably keeps up to date with all that's happening in the Tiger Nation, and so I was very aware how that match play situation went on Sunday. Also, I'm very aware who won the football game last October, so we're not having a great record. But you know what? We come together this week.
That's right.
That's all that matters.
And on that note, we'll go ahead and wrap things up. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us, and good luck this week.
Appreciate it. Thank you all.
El nuevo Pro SL no tiene clavos, pero tiene un agarre increíble. Con una plancha de carbono adicional para optimizar el retorno de energía y un nuevo y moderno diseño, el zapato original de máximo rendimiento sin clavos tiene algunas ventajas importantes.